Controversial at times figures in the world of business. Mohamed Al Fayed, the former Harrods owner whose son Dodi was killed alongside Diana, Princess of Wales, in a car crash. Well, it's just been announced that he has died. He built a business empire in the Middle East before moving to the UK in the 1970s. Kate Hardcastle is a consumer and business expert. She joins us now. It is quite the story of Mohamed Al Fayed, isn't it, Kate? You know, here's a man who started selling soft drinks in Egypt and ended up buying the Ritz in 1979 and Harrods in 1985.
Well, it's truly the story of almost TV and film, but we're seeing that replicated. We've just seen the story being retold in perhaps a version that some people agree with, some people don't, The Crown. But certainly in his 25-year reign in Knightsbridge, he was seen as an obsessive leader, a leader who made his impact, but always an outsider, really. He was not part of the retail world. And when he took over with the Paris Ritz as well, the hotel, again, somebody who wasn't from that world of hoteliers. And therefore, that outside in appeal gave him quite a different eye and actually made him quite insightful and intuitive and brave with some of his business decisions.
Yeah, very much so. A man who craved to be part of the establishment, even though he didn't seem to like it very much. In terms of Harrods, you know, probably the best known department store in the world. When he took it over in the 1980s, what was its position and what was its position when he left it?
Well, he certainly brought it to the public attention, and we can't deny the impact, the very tragic surroundings, the impact of Dodi, obviously, and Diana in that tragic crash, and the awful situation did put the world spotlight once again on the family. But certainly he courted celebrity, he courted the limelight, and he used to not just light up the building but light up the name itself. He enjoyed the fabulous and the luxury and the vibrancy that came with that institution. And I think whilst there were ups and downs in that 25-year period, what's very true to say is that has helped to create and build the legacy of what we see today, which still sees many hundreds of thousands of people visiting very regularly to have their fix, to have their moment outside. It is an iconic venue and place, and that is part of its legacy.
Do you think, and I know this is a very difficult question, here's a man who in the business world achieved a lot, as you've described so eloquently, but is he known for that, or do you think he's remembered more for being the father of Dodi Fayed and what happened with Princess Diana?
I think as any parent, you are known for your family roots and connections, and certainly what we understand from that family legacy is it was key, it was important. So I would imagine that he and his family would want him to be remembered as the father of a much loved son who died tragically young. So I do think that rules, that is the story that makes him very unique. But one shouldn't deny, of course, his business impact, his excitement around what he could achieve from very humble roots to something quite significant in many people's standings. And there were certainly controversies along the way. But yeah, that's perhaps the story for another day.
It is indeed, Kate. Thank you so much for coming on.